Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Hendy, the Android Authority app guy. There are a metric ton of zombie games on Android. Most are pretty good, some are really good, and some really aren't. So today we'll take a look at some of the best zombie games for Android. First on our list is a simple zombie puzzle game called Stupid Zombies 2. This game uses the old Angry Birds style gameplay where you have to shoot all the zombies in the fewest shots possible in order to get a maximum of 3 stars. We're not saying this is better than Angry Birds, but you do get to shoot zombies in this game and you don't get to an Angry Birds. It's free, it's addictive, it's quick, and it's simple, and it's fun. Not a bad way to waste a few minutes, and you can choose between male and female characters. Number 9 on the list is called Zombie Dash. This interesting little game puts you in the shoes of a couple of zombie shooting kids as you dash through levels and shoot zombies. This is by far the most simple game on the list because all you do is jump and shoot. You can collect power-ups, including a nifty little mech to help things along, but basically all you do in this game is run for as long as possible without dying. The longer you survive, the faster the game scrolls. It's simple, but people like it, and oh, this one is free too. 8th on our list is a sort of zombie strategy game called Earn to Die. In this game, you slowly build up a car that's capable of running down zombies and making it through levels. The only thing that's as fun as shooting zombies is running them down, right? There is a strategy element to this game. You can't just mash the accelerator and make it through. You have to tilt the car, upgrade accordingly, and use your resources with the terrain in order to make it through. So far, it's definitely one of the most complicated games on the list. Still fun though. Next up is a fun little driver game called Zombie Road Trip. This is very similar to some other games on the list where you control a car and you must mow down zombies with both your car and some guns for as long as possible. You simply keep going on and on until the horde catches up to you. You can buy upgrades as you go, including cars, weapons, and various items. In-game, you can perform front and back flips in order to gain more boost, which eventually helps put a gap between you and the horde. It's a fun little game, especially if you want to pass just a few minutes. For longtime fans of our YouTube channel, you may remember number 6 on our list, Zombie Highway. It was actually the first review done by yours truly. We reviewed this game a while back because it was one of the best and most addictive zombie games out there. It also has fairly decent graphics, which is always a plus. So here's how the game works. You simply drive down an empty stretch of road forever. Zombies jump on the sides of your car and you must ram them to get them off, or you can simply shoot them off before they tip you over. There's a lot of stuff to unlock and the game takes a long time to play. It's not free, but quality stuff rarely is. Zombie Smasher is 5th on the list, and this is the only one on the list that's played in portrait mode. The premise of the game is pretty simple. You tap the screen to smash zombies as they try to trot past you on the screen in various patterns. It starts out easy enough, but eventually gets pretty difficult. You get some power-ups to help you along the way, and some obstacles come along to help make things harder. For instance, you can't hit living people or it's an automatic game over. It also uses the classic 3-star scoring system. Nothing wrong with that. Number 4 is a shooter called Gun Zombie Hellgate. This is a first-person shooter where you stand in place and shoot zombies as they come after you. There's a selection of weapons and other items that you can unlock, and it's actually pretty fun once you get used to it. The only trouble is getting used to it. It has a very crowded menu that takes a few minutes to acclimate yourself to. Once you're past that, though, the game is actually quite fun. Also, Gun Zombie has a few other games under their belt, including a Halloween game that is rated as well as this one. The first game in our top 3 is called Samurai vs. Zombies Defense 2. This is a sequel to an already very popular zombie game, and it improves on the first one in almost every way. This is a combination of hack and slash and tower defense, a combo it pulls off pretty well. So here's how you play. You are a warrior who hacks and slashes at zombies, but you have to kill them all before they reach your side. There are power-ups, charms, and even allies that you can summon to make things easier. There's a multiplayer, and it also uses Google Play Game Services, which is always a plus. The second best zombie game on our list is the venerable Dead Trigger. This game revolutionized shooting zombies first-person shooter style and remains one of the best FPS zombie shooters out there. It's fun, it's challenging, and the graphics are pretty good too. In case you've never played it, in this game you go on various missions to kill zombies, earn experience and money, and progress through a storyline. The gameplay is wonderful once you get used to it, and it makes mowing down zombies on mobile fun. Oh yeah, did we mention that it's free? Lastly, don't forget to keep an eye out for Dead Trigger 2, which should be released sometime this summer. It's probably going to be just as good as the first one. And And here we are at the #1 game on our list, and it's called Zombies Ate My Friends. This game is actually an RPG style game where you go through a storyline, gain levels, find equipment, complete quests, and all sorts of other things. Obviously, if you're not into RPG style games, you won't like it, but people obviously like this one quite a bit. You start out after a chopper crash and you need to find the co-pilot. Then you do, save a few people, kill a few zombies, and then the co-pilot crashes the chopper again. It's definitely an interesting game with a lot of elements, and that's why it's successful. The only downside is you have to take a break when your energy runs out. If you take a look at our leaderboard, you can see how these games stack up against one another. Keep in mind that we don't rate these games, you do. There is no bias on our part. To check these games out, there are links for them in the video description. This was such a fun list to do. There are few things in this world more satisfying than mowing down a field of zombies. It's a fun way to pass the time and even a good way to relieve stress. Killing hordes of people who are already dead is always preferable to killing real people and, you know, spending your life in prison. Once again, I'm Joe Hendy, the Android Authority app guy. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you like this video, check out some of our other ones. Also, don't forget to check out the written companion to this article and the social media links in the video description. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.